Oh, hello. It's Miss Joanne from the Metuchen Public Library. This is the Raising Readers program. Raising Readers is a story time program that also includes some reading specialist tips for all the grown-ups who are doing the caregiving for their children. Thank you for joining me today. This program will be every other Wednesday morning in July and August. Okay, I'd like to begin by quoting Jim Trelease, who is the author of a book called the Read Aloud Handbook. And he writes that we read to children for the same reasons that we talk with them: to reassure, to entertain, to bond, to inform or explain, to arouse curiosity, and to inspire. So let's continue to fulfill that goal of all those wonderful reasons why we read to children. My story that I'm reading today was specifically picked because it's a book that points out the mistakes that we make and how mistakes can actually be not only a necessary part of the learning process, but also very useful. This book is called Ish by Peter Reynolds, and we have permission to read from Scholastic, which is the publisher. Ish. Ramon loved to draw. Anytime, anything, and anywhere. One day, Ramon was drawing a vase of flowers. His brother Leon leaned over his shoulder. Leon burst out laughing. "What is that?" he asked. Ramon could not even answer. He just crumpled up the drawing and threw it across the room. Leon's laughter haunted Ramon. He kept trying to make his drawings look right, but they never did. After many months and many crumpled sheets of paper, Ramon put his pencil down and he said, "I'm done." Marisol, his sister, was watching him. "What do you want?" he snapped. "I was watching you draw," she said. Ramon sneered. "I'm not drawing. Go away." Marisol ran away, but not before picking up a crumpled piece of paper. "Hey, come back here with that!" Ramon raced after Marisol up the hall and into her room. He was about to yell, but fell silent when he saw his sister's walls. He stared at the crumpled gallery. "This is one of my favorites," Marisol said, pointing. "That was supposed to be a vase of flowers," Ramon said, "but it doesn't look like one." "Well, it looks vase-ish," she explained. I agree with that, don't you? Vase-ish. Ramon looked closer. Then he studied all the drawings on Marisol's walls, and he began to see them in a new way. "They do look ish," he said. Ramon felt light and energized. Thinking ishly allowed his ideas to flow freely. He began to draw what he felt, loose lines, quickly springing out without worry. Ramon once again drew and drew the world around him. Making an ish drawing felt wonderful. He filled his journals. Tree-ish, house-ish, boat-ish, afternoon-ish, fish-ish, sun-ish. Do you like his drawings? I really do. Ramon realized that he could draw ish feelings too. Peace-ish, silly-ish, and excited-ish. His ish art inspired ish writing. He wasn't sure if he was writing poems, but he knew they were poem-ish. One spring morning, Ramon had a wonderful feeling. It was a feeling that even ish words and ish drawings could not capture. He decided not to capture it. Instead, he simply savored it. See, he has his toes in the water. And Ramon lived ishfully ever after. The end-ish. So, my reading tip for you today is that when you are reading books with your little one, that it's a good idea to take note of the mistakes that you may make while you're reading and to make light of them and maybe even have a silly laugh over some of the mistakes that are made while you may be reading a book to your little one, because the point of reading is not so that it is read perfectly. The point of reading is to gain meaning from print. So, it's an important part of your child's reading process that they will make mistakes along the way. It's important to foster an atmosphere in your home that celebrates the mistakes as well as the achievements in that process of learning how to read. So when they may make a mistake while they're reading, I encourage you to downplay it and just focus on the meaning of the story and help them along a little bit more, focusing on what's going on in the story and not so much about every word being perfect. And I hope that this reading tip today is of help to you at home so that you may continue to foster many happy and motivating reading experiences for your little one. Have a great day, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.